Salute to you soldiers, my name is Josh General 55 and welcome back to Wacky Tech. Today I have the iPod Touch 2. I was lucky enough to get my hands on this thing. It's still quite a beauty, but today we're going to explore the weird quirks and features of the iPod Touch 2. So, without further ado, let's get started. The iPod Touch 2 was released in September of 2008. September has always been kind of the main release date for iPods and smartphones for Apple. Of course, if everything goes according to plan, it is. But the iPod Touch 2 was released around the same time as the iPhone 3G. And some of the weird features about it is there are no cameras on this thing whatsoever. There's no selfie camera, which wasn't even present until the iPhone 4 anyway, and there's no rear camera either. I'm not quite sure what this black bump is on the back. I think it might be the light sensor, like when you have auto brightness turned on, because this does have auto brightness feature, but I don't see any sensors on the front of the phone as of right now, so I think that's what that is for. Another weird feature about this is the power button is actually on the left on the top instead of the right. I am pretty sure the iPod Touch 1 and 2 were the only ones that had this in any Apple device. It's a very strange place to put it. I don't think there was like a left-handed and a right-handed model, but for some reason it was on the left this time rather than the right. It didn't last very long because this is pretty much the only thing I've ever seen it on. I've never seen it on an iPhone model or anything like that. And this wasn't even a standard thing because the iPhone 3G had it on the right, so not quite sure what the point of that is. But this was still in the era of when Apple made their iPods with this classic silver brushed back. It looks really nice right out of the box, but after a couple years it kind of gets pretty scratched up. This is currently on the charger right now because I forgot to charge it before the video, but I still wanted to record. But it uses the old style 30-pin charger, and it still has the headphone jack. But what's curious about this is, I'm just going to take it off the charger real quick. What's curious is there's no speaker. There's not a speaker there or anywhere to be found on the phone, and yet it still makes noises. I have yet to figure out where the speaker is or how it's making any sound. But what's also weird is it won't let you play audio without headphones. So maybe the speaker was only intended for those three sounds that you just heard. I'm not sure at this time. Another weird thing about this is the processor. It is only a 500 megahertz processor, and it has a single core. Granted, you weren't doing a whole lot on iPad or iPods in these days. You were pretty much just playing music, maybe emails and text messages. It's a little weird to see how much tech has progressed over the years. One core was the top of the line in that day, but today's date, it's hard to see a phone without at least probably 4 cores, I would say, in its processor. You'll also notice a weird thing about this is it has a Photos app, even though it does not have a camera. The main purpose of this was you would take photos and then you would put them in iCloud, and then they would appear on this. So it'd be more of like a slideshow device rather than a camera and viewing sort of thing. It also still has original YouTube. Even though it doesn't have a speaker, you would still have to put a headphone jack in for that. This one currently, I believe, is on iOS 4. I believe I updated it to iOS 4. The native iOS, 4.2.1. The native iOS on these, the iPod Touch 2, was iOS 2.1.1. So it was also in the same iOS, the main number, as the iPhone 3G. This is also one of those phones where it does not have the double-click feature. Or it does, but it doesn't take you to multitasking. You get to choose what you can set it to. You can either have it go to iPod where you can play your music, or you can have it go to search or just home, which would be the same as clicking it once. So in case you accidentally clicked it twice, it would just do the same thing. The power button up here and the volume button over here, they are both made of plastic, but otherwise the rest of the phone is made from metal except for this weird chunk right here. It does have a glass screen. I can't think of any Apple product that had a plastic screen at any point. Or no, there was one Apple released. It was really old, and then Steve Jobs said that all phone screens need to be glass. I can't remember. I think it was one of the original iPod Classics or something like that. But they never went back to plastic past that. This thing also has voice memos. Yeah, you were able to record things. This is what it looked like at the time. It looks nothing like what we see by today's standards. But I'm going to record a little bit of audio and play it back for you. Oh. Okay, well, that's... we gave it a try. Yeah, so apparently you have to have earbuds with a microphone in order to do most of the functionality on this phone, in order to record or hear audio. However, it does have a calculator, which you could use without headphones, notes, game center. So not everything needs headphones on this, but, it certainly does help. Alright, and that just about does it for the weird, quirky, wacky tech episode on the iPod Touch 2. If you like this video, I would greatly appreciate a like down at the bottom, so it lets me know that you guys are enjoying this series and that I should make more. If you'd like to leave in the comments, what you liked about this video, what you didn't, so I can add and drop certain things in my videos to make it more enjoyable for you. I'm open to literally any suggestion. And also, if you're liking the series, please let me know, by all means. I will be doing my best to try and respond to all the comments that I can. I want to be very social with you guys. I don't want to, be disconnected from my audience. I would like to, have conversations with you guys down in the comments. I'd love to answer any questions that you guys have, or I could respond to any suggestions that you have for other tech that I can try and get my hands on and do reviews and videos like that, or any games that you'd like to suggest that I can possibly play that you'd like to see. Just anything like that. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that. And, yeah, that's about it. I appreciate you watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to take it easy, keep it breezy, and don't forget to laugh a little. At ease, soldiers.